Hello, everyone, and welcome to Strategic Trading Services' second video on. And I want to thank everybody who viewed my last video. I appreciate it. And for all the people that have joined Strategic Trading, thank you. Today, what we're going to look at is exactly what is multi-platform insurance trading system, and why it's really the most important thing that you've never heard of. Number one is because I, Brian Swan, am the sole inventor of it. I have no problem tooting my own horn. Don't toot your own horn in this world, you will go toothless, but not me. All right, folks. So here we go. I hope that I've broken this down into this. I think everyone here will be able to catch on. We're going to start off with the most important factor why we're doing this. Is this the most important system for anyone who trades on the Nadex exchange? Well, back in 2016, core policies. First, it went from the $100 minimum to $250 minimum. Now, when the winds of change were coming, and I understood what was happening, I saw a mile away. And for those who didn't see it, because if you couldn't see this one, how can you trade every day? But that's just my opinion. And here we go. The next thing that they did, just extremely important. It was so important that this is the reason that this system has come by so important. Nadex raised their fees. Everyone who got this letter should have been shocked. I was. Okay, and I'll read for you real quick. After almost 5 years of growing, they want to adjust their fees for their service. The new fees will increase per side. Now that was bad enough, okay, but I understood that. But here is where we really got into. They used to stop at 9 contracts, 90 cents a contract, 10 contracts, max. That was $9. But if you look over here, you'll see Nadex changed its fees. Here, it went from $1, and instead of stopping at 10, they went to 50. So now $9 now costs you 50. Okay, from 9 to 50. Everybody knows that, and eliminated every other aspect of deductions that they offer. Y'all excuse me, it's a pretty day. I'm outside right now while I'm doing this. That's one of the get a chance to do things like work from home and outside. I love it. Back to this. It's settlement fees. Nadex charges no fees for contracts that settle out of the money. Now, I want you guys to remember this because that's going to be important later on, and it's going to be part of our money-making system. Charge for each out of the money. Direct trading members, and they scratched out everybody else, okay, incur an exchange per contract, per side, for each contract that sells in the money, based on the position size at expiration according to the following schedule. $1 for each lot sold in the money. And they scratched out everything else here. So that means $1 for each side that settles in the money. So if you have 50 contracts that sell in the money, 50 more bucks. All right. Once again, so now they're up to $100 on you. And that increase in fees alone, just a system that makes every trade that you go into as profitable as possible. Now, I'm going to take a second and I'm going to address this new Nadex rule that they're coming out with, where they can close any account for any reason at any time. First of all, I believe that they're going to get it because they have enough money, enough influence, and they have enough lobbying in the CFTC that they're going to get it. But fight it anyway. That's important, very important. But if they get it, which they are, in my opinion, This system is going to be the one thing that you need to protect your money and keep your accounts open, because Nadex will actually make money. You will actually make money. Everyone makes money all the way around. Now, insurance trading, dynamic hedging. Dynamic hedging is a form of trading that has been popular for quite some time, but it has not been applied towards binary options like I'm doing up until now. So we use options and spot forex together. With my system, we work as a team. You control your Nadex accounts because on other people working your account. So this system falls within their regulations, so you don't have to worry about them closing your account. Again, they can close for any reason they want to if they get there, but it won't be for that. And I will handle your insurance, which will be and my trades will be copied directly into your Forex accounts. So therefore, you will have a backup system to produce funds. Now, okay, now how does it work? The system is very simple. We act as an insurance company, assets that will mature and produce a profit in time. And we insure against a loss if that asset does not mature. Then we recover what we lost on the purchase. And if you look down, this is the value chain within any insurance company. These the parts that go into insuring anything. And this is what I do for you. This is not what you have to do for you. I'll have the trade selection, we have the risk management, and the trade execution. Your parts of it are going to be so very simple of how this system works. Let's go on to the next one here, because we're going to be brief, guys. I know y'all have a lot to do, but you're going to love this. All right. So if you protect against a loss, how do you also generate profits at the same time? Well, I'll tell you how I do that. We can protect capital, generate income at the same time by employing a strategy called the iron butterfly. Now, everybody who trades should know this binary option. I did not invent the iron butterfly system. This has been around for quite some time. But what I've done is I use the iron butterfly system as our engine block. It is the building block that we put all of the other parts on. And this system itself is powerful. But what I've done to it and made it where it's faster than anything out here on the market. And let's continue on. Now, the iron butterfly, we purchase a call and put option or a buy and sell for the same underlying asset. And in this case, all of our underlying assets will be Forex pairs, for the simple reason that we'll be using spot Forex as an insurance basis. So all of them will be now they both share the same expiration time. At expiration, both options contracts can be in the money, which is the iron butterfly, but only one can be out of the money. Price cannot be two places at the same time, people. We already know this. So while the money contract is insured to recoup any losses, that leaves one contract still in the money and in profit. So if we lose on either one of these and we're able to make $25 somewhere else, that leaves this other one good for $25 of whatever amount. That's the basic principle, and that is what I have been able to accomplish with our system. And here's an example of it, and here's how we took a trade, the euro pound, and we bought the 2360 and we sold, we bought the 8360 and we sold the 8420. So price, we want to remain between 83 84.20. We paid $77 for one, and we paid $80 for the other. Okay, here we can lose $79.50. That is the most that we can lose on this one, and $77 is the most that we can lose here. So let's just call that $80. $80 is the most that we can lose on any contract, and we can only lose on one. Happened. Well, here we go. The euro pound rose to the strike price. Now, at the strike price in this system, we closed out at the strike price. And if you know about binary options, no matter what you pay for your option, it is $50 or around that range, because you have a 50-50 chance of winning or losing. So that's $50. So if you look at the graph here, you'll see where price came up, and this is our insurance, people. $26.68 on this FX trade, whereas our option was a $7, pretty much exactly the same thing. So these two canceled out. You close here, and we closed here. So now they canceled out, and that left good for the $22 that it was. And if you look down, you can see the actual purchase and buy orders that we have in. We bought $83.40, and we paid $79 for dollars that we could make. We paid 90 cents for that. Now that is now up to $1, but no biggie. Now here we sold the 8400 strike, and we paid $77 for it. $1 of that was for the transaction cost. We closed out the 8400 strike at $50, $49.75. So we lost $27. $7 that we lost, and here's the insurance. So these two canceled each other out, and at the end, when everything expired, this was good. $100. We paid $79 for it. We ended up with $100. These two canceled out, and we made a profit. That is what we're going to do every. And if you can show me why this will not work every single time, well, I want to see it, because every single time, and I'll say this again, every single time, 2 minus 1 leaves 1. That is a mathematical principle that you learned in first grade. And when 2 minus 1 stops being 1, this system will stop working. But as long as 2 minus 1 leaves 1, this system will be profitable for you. Let's go on here, guys. I'm almost done. Okay, now this system can be optimized to any amount up to the full value of the contract. So sometimes we're not even going to close out, because we get these things for quite some time to get a profitable or a more better iron. But you want to have time on this, time on your side. So therefore, sometimes we might go all the way to a Friday on these things. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna monitor the system all day long, 24 hours a day for a week? No. What I've done is set it up so that you don't have to. Remember what I said earlier, Nadex does not charge for any contract that settles out of the money. And here's a prime example. If you look here at the top, the Aussie yen pair right here, we went ahead and we bought the 82.75, and we sold the 83.75. We have a 100-pip range over here. Actually, I got into this one kind of late because I was setting up the other trades, and I got into this one late, but it shows you how powerful the system is. Actually, set up our insurance to come in at the strike price of 83.75, from 83.75 to 8400. And what happened? We made a profit of $82. Now let me explain what you're looking at right here. These are actual client accounts that I use as what would be one client account if we were doing this in this trade right here, to demonstrate one of the other principles, that you don't even have to be part of the off of this system. But what happened was we generated $82.83 in revenue right here. And on our option, we lost, well, we would have lost, actually, we would have lost $82, $28 off of this. So our cost on that was $82, and we made $82. So now we need to close out that contract. There's no need to close it out at all. And guess what happened when we didn't close it out? Back down below 83.75. So now when price fell back down, and we actually ended up making a profit of $25 down here, or $27 down here. Oh my gosh, sorry. Here we go. We actually ended up making a profit. Both the one that was right now is currently showing $16.75, but it is worth $27. We ended up making the full amount there and closed out for less than we would have otherwise, and we made money here, also making $83. You can make money, and if I remember right, price fell all the way back down on this one, and we ended up closing this one out at a profit. So we would have made $8 here, $27 here, and $83 here because the insurance was covered because we had enough time. It comes back down, which happens a lot, and we'll be able to profit from this. Down here, with another example that we had, the euro yen went up to, we had 2,400, 124.25 at $3 a pip. That is $75, and price came right up here. $75 is what we closed this out, and we made a profit. This system will work every single time, people, but it is a lot more to it than just setting an insurance trade, because you have to have everything adjusted properly. You have to do the mathematics on this, and you have to be vigilant and watch what's going on. This is what I'll do for you as well. Now, what do we charge for this service? Now, this service is a flat rate fee of $100 a month. Now, that might sound like a lot of money to you, but I want you to do some quick math. There are 20 trading days in the month. And if we only made a value of 20 trades, or 20 trades, that is $400. $400 and 100. That does not include any time that we make profit on both of them, or if we make profit on both of them and the insurance. But we're guaranteed to make profit. Well, we are guaranteed to make money on one end of the butterfly trade, as we've demonstrated earlier. We have insurance in between that. Well, hey, I challenge anybody to show me how we can go wrong with that. So this is the basic principles of the multi-platform insurance trading system that I offer. And I'll do another video briefly showing how to strategic trading, the necessary things that you're going to need to make this work, because there are some parts to it that you must have to make an effective trade. And I want to thank everybody for watching this video. I hope that I wasn't too too loud. I hope that I wasn't too braggadocious here, because I am still new to this, but I strongly believe in this system. I believe in this system with everything that I have. Once again, I've been. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope that everybody has a great day. And I'll post the other video on what we're going to do just a little bit. And everybody, all of y'all, have a great day.